Hey guys, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I wanted to come on and share some projects I made for Scrap Diva Designs. These are projects made using some of the dies from the November 2024 release. So I will show you the dies that I used. I'll show you my projects, take some measurements. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. I will link all of the dies down below. I think there's one or two that's out of stock right now, but I'll still link them. And I will link my referral link too. If you click on that and place an order, I do get a commission from the sale. So thank you guys so much to everybody who uses that. And don't forget to use my coupon code at checkout, which is strawberry cream, and you'll save 10%. And of course, that is at scrapdivadesigns.com. Okay, so let's get started with the first project, and these are all kind of Christmas related. So the first one I used is the picture frame memory decks, and these are all the dies that it comes with. I actually made mine into a card. I didn't make it into a memory decks, but of course, you could. So this is the main piece here, which I didn't take that out, I guess. Which is this cuts out the base for the memory decks card. As you can see, it cuts out the little notches, and then it has this really pretty picture frame kind of border around it, which has stitching detail. And then it comes with the rectangle, which you can use to, I guess that doesn't cut out the middle. So if you wanted to cut out the middle, you can use that. And then here is an overlay for that. So I used this one because it doesn't have the memory decks tabs on it. And again, you can use that rectangle for the middle of it. And this one too, this is another layering piece, this rectangle. This one is a little bit bigger and it's stitched. So lots of different ways you can combine these. You can make a shaker if you want to. I've seen some examples on scrapdivadesigns.com using making it into a shaker. And then it comes with some cute little pieces you could add into the middle. This is a little house, and as you can see, it's got little designs on it too that are embossed. And of course, I didn't pop out all the pieces, but it makes this cute little door, and it looks like you could open it too. I didn't even look at that. And then this is like a trim you could put on top of that. I made mine to look like snow. You can make it look like a garland if you wanted to. And then these are pieces you could either make into like snow landscape or like like grass, make it into a hill. It's two different sizes. And then there's a cute little pine tree as well. And then there's I think this is, I'm not sure what this garland is for. If you guys know, maybe it's for the door on the house, but I didn't use that. I don't think it really fits on here. And then it comes with the sentiment, which is let it snow. And there's a shadow for that as well. And I did use that on my card. So let me show you my card that I made. I made it look like a picture frame, like a hung picture frame. I had this die from another die set that looks like, like you're hanging a picture. So I used that, put a little enamel dot on it. So this is the picture frame that I created, and I used paper from the new Joann's paper pad that I showed you guys. It's the Holly Jolly one, or it doesn't have a name on it, but anyway, I used that for the frame, and I love how it looks with the stitch detail on that. Isn't that pretty? And then I used an aqua one for the background, and then I used a couple of different glitter papers for the elements. I used white glitter paper for the snow, of course, and then I used that for the trim on the house, and then I used like a very soft pink glitter paper for these trees just to add a little, just a little difference. And I put some yellow paper behind the window and the door just to make it look like the lights on, and I did kind of layer them up a little bit. Some of them have some very thin foam tape behind them, so it looks a little bit dimensional. And I did cut out the frame of the memory decks out of some foam board as well, just to raise it up a little bit so it looks, a little dimensional. So let me measure this for you, the frame itself, not including the memory decks, of course, because I didn't use that. So this is about 4 inches from side to side and about 2 3/4 top to bottom, about that. So it just looks like a nice snowy scene. And this paper here that I used in the background, that comes from Hobby Lobby. They have that paper pad of like white, different kind of like tonal prints, so I use that for the background. And then on the inside is where I use Let It Snow from the die set. Let me measure that for you in case you're wondering. It's perfect size for a card. It's about 3 inches by 3/4 of an inch. So super cute, right? I just love that card. I think it's really pretty and serene, and it doesn't really have to be for Christmas. It's more of a wintry card, I think, so it's perfect for, a birthday in the winter, Christmas card, just a January thinking of you card. So yeah, that's my first project. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, this one is the Christmas bag topper, and this comes with two different sizes. This is the smaller set, and this is the larger set. So I love that it comes with the front of the bag topper and then a separate piece for the back, and you just cut them both out of the same paper and then fold it on the score line here, glue it to the front, and you have your bag topper. And I like this one because the top is kind of it's a cute scene. So it has Santa's sleigh with 3 reindeer, and then it comes with layering pieces for the reindeer and the sleigh, these all cut out separately. And then this is the reins for, oops, sorry about my tripod, reins for the reindeer. Thank you guys for letting me know about that because I didn't know when I was showing it. So that's the larger one, and the smaller one is the same exact thing, just smaller. So I made projects with both of them. So let me show you the larger one. So this is what I made. And I used Doodlebug 2 different collections. I used Gingerbread Kisses and the Candy Cane Lane one. I just think they kind of mix and match, so that's what I did. And so the top, I layered the reindeer in different papers. You don't have to do that. You could do the same paper, which I did on the smaller one. I'll show you. But I wanted to try it out with 3 different papers. And Santa's sleigh, I of course layered a little bit differently as well. I cut it out of this white glitter paper too and just cut the sleigh off because the layering piece, it cuts them out together. So you could just cut that off if you want to make them look different like that. And then for Santa, there's a puppy sticker in one of the Doodlebug collections. So I just I coated the back with a little bit of cornstarch, and that takes the stickiness off. And then I just glued it to the inside of the sleigh. Looks like he's peeking around. I used a white glitter paper for the reins, and then I used my gold paint pen for the antlers. And then I put a little red star. I think that's one that came out of there. I think so, for Rudolph's nose, because of course the one in the front is Rudolph. And then for the bag topper, I just put some different pieces of ephemera from those collections. There's a sentiment from the Chit Chat that says Sweet Christmas Wishes. And then I kind of staggered these on different levels of foam tape just to, you know, give them some dimension. Same for over here. And I love that it cuts out these little stars. I think that's just such a sweet touch. And then this is the back. I didn't really do anything to it. I probably should have doubled this part up. Well, I guess it is doubled up from the front, so never mind. So anyway, that's the back. And then this is the perfect size for an A2 size card bag. So that's what I used, and I put in a couple of doodle pops from the collection. And what a nice, you know, cute way to present this to a crafty friend. If you want to put some cookies in here or candy, I mean, that's perfect for sweet Christmas wishes, right? So this is the larger one, and let's see. So it measures about 4 3/4 from side to side. Top to bottom, let's see, not including the guys on the top, it's about 1 and a little bit over 1.5. If you include the top part, it is about 2 3/4, a little bit more. So I just love how that looks, right? So cute and cheerful. And then the smaller one, I'll just hold them up together so you can see. See, they're the exact same thing. I just did mine a little bit differently. So this one, I layered the reindeer with some some white like iridescent paper for all of the different reindeer. I just thought because it was smaller, I would just be a little bit more cohesive with the reindeer to kind of, you know, make it not too busy. I did use the gold paint pen for the antlers. I used a black gel pen for the eyes, and then pink gel pen for these 2 guys' noses, and then red for Rudolph. And I used pink paper for the reins. Santa, I actually fussy cut from one of the papers, and I thought it was going to be a huge pain, but it really wasn't. I just used my good cutter bee scissors, and it worked out fine. So I really wanted to put a little Santa in there, and that was the only one I had that was a good scale. I used my gold paint pen to color the bottom of the sleigh. And then I used some enamel stickers for the candy cane and the hearts. And just, you know, same kind of thing. Here comes Santa Claus. This one fits 1 doodle pop, and this is just a smaller bag that I had. And that's the back of that one. So you could see my Yeah, my cutting skills weren't that great, but it looks good on the front, so that's all that matters, right? So this one measures, let's see, this one is about 3 3/8, and then top to bottom it is a little bit over 1 inch without the guys on the top, and then on the top it's almost 2 inches. So both are really good sizes, and you get both of them in the die set, so that's really nice. Okay, so that's my next project. Next we're going to move on to the apron mini album. And oh, I love this. You know I love kitchen stuff. I know a lot of you guys do too. So this is great for Christmas projects. It's great for recipe albums, you know, anything cooking related, kitchen related. I made mine into a card, of course. That's what I usually do with mini albums. So this one comes with the outer apron, the inner one that has stitch detail, and then the inner one from that that's really more detailed. It's got like the strap and it's got embossed lines. It comes with this part, which is a border for the bottom of the apron. This one is a border for the smaller one because there's a smaller apron too. And then there are all these layering pieces, a smaller apron. This one, I didn't use this one, but this is a layering piece for the apron. Comes with a rolling pin with the layering piece. These like are sashes for the top of the apron. And I'll show you how I use these, but it comes with bows too, all different sizes. These two are the same size, but they turn different ways. So there are lots of ways you can, you know, put this together, combine the elements. So I will show you how I did that. I made, let's see, I made 2 of the aprons. So I'll show you that, but I wanted to tell you I used this as well. This is Baking Spirits Bright. So I used the sentiment from this. This was also in this month's release, which I did feature in another video, but I used it again today. And yeah, we'll get to these in a second. So this is the first project that I made with the mini album, the apron mini album. And so I made it into a card. And the papers I used for this one, I showed in my last week's haul. This is the new Miss Kate Designs monthly subscription box for December, and this is called Christmas Joy. I gave you guys a preview, so I did use some of these papers. Actually, yeah, in the next projects I'm going to show you I use these papers. So this is the apron, and I used all the different layers. For the back layer, I doubled my paper and, you know, put the die on top of the fold so it wouldn't cut out the fold, so I made it into a card that way. And then I used a burgundy paper for the stitched layer, and then this pretty snowflake layer for the apron itself. And then I used all the different like embellishment pieces. This white one is that border I was telling you about, but there are also borders for the border, so it makes it really nice and detailed. There's a sash, and I put one of the bows there. You could see there's like a cutout on that stitch die for the bow. And then Baking Spirits Bright, I showed you the dies I used for that. I didn't use the shadow because it was all one big shadow, so I just cut this out of almond cream paper and the burgundy paper from Miss Kate and offset them a little bit. I did cut it out of tan foam as well, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And for the eyes, I used little gold star stickers from Joann's. And then I made myself a little pocket here. I just cut a little square and just did a decorative top for it, and I cut out this gingerbread from another little gingerbread cookie die I have, and just used some white gel pen. And then the word gingerbread comes from a Tim Holtz Christmas sticker pack. And I did edge everything with Vintage Photo Distressed Oxide just to give it a little aging, just to make it look a little vintage. And I just love all the different layers. I really like tan and burgundy together. I just think it's a really nice, you know, serene combination. So it's super cute, I think. So let me measure this for you. This comes out to be about 5 inches, a tad bit more. And then side to side, it is about 4 1/4 inches. So a really nice size. This would make such a cute recipe book. And then on the inside, I used another one of the stitch layering pieces, and this is a sticker from the Miss Kate collection, which the 12 by 12 comes with stickers. So yeah, cute, right? So I didn't add a smaller apron layer to this apron because I feel like that's kind of redundant, so I didn't do that, but I did that on the other one. I think you don't need to add that, definitely, if you don't want to. Okay, so that's the first one I made. And then the second one I made, I used the smaller apron that came with the die set, and I also used a stamp from this collection, which was also released this month, which is called Gingerbread Wishes. I think this is the one that's currently out of stock, but I will link it down below. I used this one, the North Pole Baking Company, and I did some heat embossing with that. So let me show you. So I made this cute little card, and this is a little apron that I used. I used the 6x6 paper pad from Miss Kate, the Christmas Joy collection, because it has this tiny little print of gingerbread, and I thought it went perfectly on this apron. Now, to me, this looks like a dress with an apron on top of it. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, so that's what I kind of made this look like. I used a candy cane stripe from that paper pad for the apron itself, popped it up a little, and then added the sash and the bow, and I just think it's so cute like that. I did heat embossing for the stamp, and I used some red glitter embossing powder, and just to, go back to the red candy cane stripe. And then I just kind of built up the layers to make it into a cute little card. I think it's a 4x4 card. Yeah. Let me measure this smaller apron dress for you. This one is about 2 3/4 inches top to bottom, and then side to side it is about almost 2 1/4. So cute little card, right? And on the inside I used a stamp from this stamp set, which also just came out. This is the Christmas Stamp and Die Set number 2. I used the Merry Christmas stamp, and I just stamped it with some black ink, and then I colored it in with a red colored pencil. And yeah, isn't that really cute? Just a sweet little card. I thought it'd be nice for like an enclosure of a gift or something like that. So that is my second project with that die set. I just love this sweet little dress and apron. So there's that. And then the next project I made, I used this stamp set again. I used Mrs. Claus Gingerbread Bakery. I just love these stamps. They're so nice. And I used an oldie but a goodie. This is the round charcuterie board die set. This I use quite often, maybe the most often out of any Scrap Diva Designs dies I have. I know you guys love it too. I will link it down below, even though, it's not a new release, but it's still available on the website if you want to pick it up. It's great for tags, which I made. So let me show you the little tag that I made. And this is it. I used let's see, which one did I use? I used the second to largest charcuterie board, and I did some heat embossing with a copper color embossing powder, and I just love how it came out. Oh, these stamps, they're photopolymer, so they stamp really, really well. And you can, read these small words easily. Sometimes with lesser quality stamps, the letters kind of run together, but they don't with this. The detail is really nice and crisp and clean, even with the flourishes on the top. So I used that. I did some edging with vintage photo again. The scallop die I had for a long time. I don't even know where I got it from, but I thought it looked kind of like a cookie, so I put that in the back, popped it up a little bit. I added some ribbon from Joann's that I got last year, and it's just such a pretty little tag, right? And that's the back. I added another paper from Miss Kate. This is it could be from the 12x12. I use the 6x6 a lot too in these projects. So this one measures, it's about, let's see, 4 and not quite 4 1/4 inches top to bottom, and side to side the circle is about 3 1/4. So just wanted to share that with you. I thought that would make a nice gift tag, especially for something like a plate of cookies, something like that. So those are all my projects I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Everything will be linked down below. My referral link is there, always in my videos. My coupon code, Strawberry Cream, save yourself 10%. And yeah, any questions, please let me know. Let me know what you think about these. I'm very curious to see which is your favorite. So hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'll be back with more crafty videos. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.